Hello, guys. Okay, I have a World Cup story to tell. I'll try to make it really quick and short. Maybe like 3 months ago, I received an email from a credit card, which is the Chase Freedom Unlimited by Visa. And they sent me an invite to go to a watch party for members. And I had to RSVP ASAP because the offer would expire as soon as they received enough people, and I could take three guests. So I immediately RSVP'd and I said that I would take three people. And I was really excited. So it was going to be one of the quarterfinal games, which was here in Los Angeles, and it was the last game to be played here in Los Angeles, which was yesterday. Anyway, so I was like, I got really excited, and then towards kind of like maybe a few days before the watch party would start, I already knew who was going to play. So it was going to be Spain and Belgium. So I immediately went out to look the part. I wanted a jersey. I wanted the Spanish jersey, but I found the Belgium one first, and so I wasn't really going for any specific team. But in the end, I wanted Belgium to win just because Belgium has never won anything, and in the end, I really wanted it for them this World Cup, or at least that game. I really wanted them to win. But anyway, they ended up losing. And just in case if you were interested, I found this jersey at Ross, and I think it was like $12 or $14 around there, and it fits me perfectly, as if it was tailor made for me. And I will always cherish this jersey because it's like one of the biggest days of my life. So finally, game day arrived, and I didn't sleep the night before because I was really excited. And it's always fun to watch World Cup with other people, a group of people. So when I got there, I wanted to make sure I could go in because I took the day off from work. So I wanted to make sure that I could make it there. So I got there at 8. And with my experience with other events, first come, first serve. Even though I had my RSVP, but they said that if they fill to capacity, then even if I have tickets, they wouldn't honor it anymore. So it became a first come, first serve basis. And so when I got there, I was the first one. I got there with my friend, and then my other two friends, they were going to meet us later. So we got there super early at 8. Nobody was there. So then we decided to walk around the city just to kill time. So then we returned maybe like by 9 a.m. we got back, and there was already like maybe 5 people ahead of us at that time. And luckily we got there soon, and they said that for the first 10 people they were going to give out bracelets. So they gave me a bracelet, but of course at that time I didn't know what it was, and the doors weren't open yet. So finally 10 o'clock struck, and they opened the door and they started letting everybody in. There was a lot of people already waiting in line, but I got my blue bracelet, whatever that meant. That again, didn't know what it meant. So then we got in, and they had a lot of food and drinks and music. It was just like a really good vibe, and I was really getting into it. So finally, so they made an announcement, and they said, okay, anybody with the blue wristband, please come up to the stage. So it was a total of 10 of us. So then I go up there, and I didn't know what to expect. So we got onto the stage, and then the announcer, all of a sudden, he's all like, okay, look in your bags, look to see what's in your bag. And we all searched through our little bags, and then without knowing yet, still the announcer said that all of the people that were wearing the blue wristband, they were going to go to that game that day, and it was just so exciting. I can't even explain how excited I was. I can't explain in words. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I would ever attend a World Cup game, much less a quarterfinal game. So I think it's one of those once in a lifetime kind of situations. Maybe this will be the first and last time that I would ever attend a World Cup game in my lifetime. How often do the games come to Los Angeles? And of course, if they'll be going to another country in the next 4 years, and of course I don't even think I could afford to do that, take the plane, pay for the ticket. It gets really expensive. And I think each ticket was like 1,600 or something. Can you imagine? So I got 4 tickets, 3 for my guests and 1 for me. So it was 4 of us in total. The only bad thing is that I have to report that on my income tax returns, but I think it was all worth it. And so we all really had a good time. I really enjoyed it. And I put together some clips for you to see. But I'll never forget this day. I will always be thankful to Visa, specifically the Chase Freedom Unlimited card for Visa. And that's it. And I hope you guys are enjoying the World Cup. I'm not a sports junkie, but I love World Cup soccer. That's like my favorite. It's up there with like the Olympics and stuff. But I'm glad I got it for free. It was just like, it's probably one of the best days in my whole life, believe it or not. It was just really emotional. So Spain won, and now Spain will move on to the semifinals. They will be playing France.